There we are, and we get to listen in again. We're in Romans chapter 7, looking at verses 5 and 6, where Paul is just hitting this impression-making truth again, wanting to drive it deeply into our hearts and our minds when he says this, "For while we were in the flesh, the sinful passions which were aroused by the law were at work in the members of our body to bear fruit for death. But now we have been released from the law, having died to that by which we were bound, so that we serve in newness of spirit and not in oldness of letter." Again, he's driving home this idea that we died to sin. How shall we live in any longer therein? A chapter ago, chapter 6, verse 1, he says, "What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound? Of course not. We died to that." And here in chapter 7, he's saying it again. We died to that. Look again, where he says, while we were in the flesh, these sinful passions, which were aroused by the law, literally controlled us. Somebody yesterday told me about a situation where they were they bumped up against the rules. And I said, until you put a wet paint do not touch sign on the door, the wall, or furniture, whatever, I don't even want to touch it. But as soon as you tell me, don't touch that, now I want to touch it. As soon as you tell me, don't go faster than 55 miles an hour, I want to go faster. Don't go faster than 70 miles an hour. I want to go faster. As soon as you tell me don't do something, then for some reason, I want to do it. And that's what Paul's saying here. It's been that way since God gave us the law. The law is good and perfect and correct. But the effect it has on my corrupted heart is it tells me the boundary. And as soon as it tells me the boundary, I want to cross it. I want to trespass and transgress. And he says, you used to be controlled by those passions, but you have been released from the law. Now you have an internal passion instead of an external boundary. The internal passion is that we love God and we love what God loves and we love righteousness and the things of God. And so when we love these things, rather than loving ourselves, when we love God, then that changes our behavior. It changes our desires. It changes everything. And we have a renewed perspective, a renewed identity, a renewed spirit, a new mind. And so Paul is saying to the church in Rome, and pretty clearly to us, that we have been released from the law in order to bear fruit for God to life, not bearing fruit to death. What a grand salvation we enjoy. And I pray that this idea comes and encourages and soothes and comforts and challenges you today. Because I want to remind you one more time, God loves you. And nothing you do will change that. I love getting together on Wednesdays here at the church building. The ladies are starting to gather together. They're going to start in about a minute with the ladies' Bible study. If you can get here, they will be glad, even if you're a little bit late. Come on and join the ladies' Bible study, ladies. It goes from 9:30 to 10:30 or so. And then this evening, you can bring the whole family. The kids are working through Discovery, and the adults are working through Revelation. Actually, we're both looking at the Revelation. But Mitzi's leading the kids at a kids level, and I'm leading the adult Bible study. We're in Revelation chapter 5 this evening, 6:30. And tomorrow morning at 10:30, come and join us at the church building if you can. God bless you and encourage you and comfort you. Remember again, He loves you and we love you.